was saying, Arclight Phoenix, is it good enough for Modern still? Is it good enough? We've seen some people try some things with Thing in the Ice. We've seen some people try some things with even Arclight Phoenix, even Aria Flame, things like that, trying to bring this deck back. But recently, somebody did 5-0 with the list. And I looked at it, and after playing some stuff and looking through, and I played this deck back when it was in the format a little bit, but uh, one of the things I noticed that I did not like is that the most powerful thing you ever did with Arclight Phoenix was use it with Faithless Looting. Discarding 2 Arclight Phoenixes and then bringing them back immediately was the best thing you can do. So I wanted to maximize on that. And that's why we're playing the playset of Izzet Charm in the list. Just going through, like, basic Arclight Phoenix list, we have 4 Ops, we have 4 Serum Visions, we have 4 Thought Scours, all our cantrips and everything. I'm playing 4 Gut Shot today, something that has not been played in a lot of the lists lately. Gut Shot's not a great card on its own, but there is a lot of X1s running around currently. And on top of that, it is also just a free spell to help bring back Arclight Phoenix. This is where the Phoenix deck, I feel like, needs to go so that it can keep the power level it had. You don't have the turn 2 Manamorphose, Faithless Looting, Lightning Bolt draws anymore. Now, Faithless Looting has been bumped up to basically a 2-mana card and Izzet Charm. So but now we still have that turn 2 line: Manamorphose into Izzet Charm into Gut Shot. So I think that is a big deal. We also still have the turn 3s like we always had. Now, but because we have 2 free or pseudo free spells, we can more likely bring back our Phoenixes on turn 2 and turn 3. And then go through the rest of the list. We have a couple Lightning Axe that just good removal that can also pitch Phoenix. We have 4 Lightning Bolts, 4 Manamorphose, 4 Thing in the Ice, 4 Izzet Charms. 3 Merchant of the Veil as an extra way to discard because we have Haggle here. This card is tried to replace Faithless Looting in this deck. I don't think it's good enough, mainly because you discard a card first. Looting's best effect was that you drew 2 and then you discard 2, which is why I'm playing the playset of Izzet Charm, because that matters so much to help us find those Phoenixes. And then we have 1 Finale of Promise, 18 lands. In the board, we have 2 Aethergust, 2 Dispute, 2 Force and Negation, all great blue cards, all very good in any blue deck you're going to be playing. 2 Surgical Extractions as a free spell that also hits graveyards. 2 Braid as ways to hit things like Chalice and other things like that. Also good as extra removal. 3 Aria Flame to bring in matchups where we're not going to be as big on the Arclight Phoenix or Thing in the Eyes plan. Arya is great against pretty much anything that can't bounce it. It's not very good against Bant Control, where they have Teferis and such, but a lot of other things Arya is very good. And then 2 Blood Moons that are very good when our opponent is doing land shenanigans. Alright, so let's go ahead and try this out. Let's switch our decks around. We're on Izzet Phoenix right now. And get that off of there. And let's start this up. So actually, hold on guys, I apologize. It still has our stuff up from our last game. I don't know what's going on, but here. There we go. But yeah, Arclight Phoenix still a very good card in Modern. Don't get it twisted. This deck is still very, very playable. It's just a matter of if it's good enough to be worthy of playing. Alright, won the die roll here. Worst lane in the deck. And we're going to mull this hand. Alright. This looks good here. I think we probably just want to pitch Lightning Axe. Don't really know what we're going up against yet, so in step here we can Thought Scour ourselves. Champion of the Parish, Red White, is like a Boros Humans deck. Interesting. Okay. So, gonna fetch an island here. And we're just gonna play Thing in the Ice. Thing in the Ice is very good against these creature-based strategies. So, this is where the deck really shined, was, humans was so big at a point in Modern. Path to Exile. That's fine. We'll get a mountain. So let's opt first here just to start us off. You can just draw this and kind of clear up the board and then set up for our following turn. I kind of like that. We forgot to play our land there, but that's fine. Genesis battlefield. Untap the creature's controller. Genesis chamber. Okay. Interesting. Oh, is this like the humans life gain deck? I think I've seen something similar to this before. It's kind of a janky, weird, different deck for sure, but let's sacrifice this islet. Blue, red. Let's Manamorphose again. Red, red. Let's cast Haggle. Discard our island. Draw a card. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and pass here. Nothing doing. Perforos, okay. So this could be annoying. So this is like a blink combo, like with a Restoration Angel and such, and Felidar Guardian. Alright, so let's Serum Visions. Let's bottom. Let's opt. Let's put this on top. See if we can't flip some Phoenixes over. Nothing. Yeah, I really don't know what we want to do here. So we're gonna hold up Bolt just in case they have something boltable. Yeah. Lots of triggers. Let's just go ahead and bolt the Suture Priest because it's probably the scariest. That way it doesn't get a trigger off the Genesis Chamber. Obviously they're going to gain life and ping us a little bit, but... Interesting little ETB deck for round one. Would love to find any kind of action. Alright, so Thought Scour ourselves. Alright. We found a Arclight Phoenix. Let's haggle. Yes, we want to discard. We'll discard this Arclight Phoenix. We drew an Izzet Charm. Alright, we're bringing stuff back here. Oh, this is just enters the battlefield. Oh, sweet. We get to make mirrors too? I did not know how this card worked. Okay, so we have like some blockers here. Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. Obviously, they're going to gain a ton of life, but we just need to have them brick on creatures for a turn or two. I think we might just actually start casting our Merchant of the Veils. As weird as that sounds. No real reason to attack here. Should have held this. Yeah, they get to gain some life, but I get to make a mirror. This has got to be one of the most interesting games of Magic I have ever played. Norin. I think Norin's actually just lethal. Yeah. Alright, so we need to do stuff earlier, that is for sure. A fan of Aria here. Gust seems good. And a Braid seems good. Actually, I don't know how good a Braid is. I doubt they have any way to actually interact with Arya that they're going to bring in. They do gain a ton of life. So maybe Arya is just a better plan than having Arclight Phoenix in our deck. Yeah, bringing in a braid. I don't know. Lightning Axe doesn't seem great. Trim a thing since they have paths. Definitely not the greatest. Like we're not well positioned to board with this, and I have no clue what our opponent is playing. I think I want to mulligan this hand. Just doesn't feel like it's the kind of action we want. We'll keep this. Uh, Probably gonna put the gust on bottom. Put on top. Put on bottom. So we get to bring back a Phoenix next turn. Let's play Morphos. Make red. Red. Lightning bolt that. Haggle. Discard Arclight Phoenix. Drew another Arclight Phoenix. Oh god, we really clicked through our attack step. That sucks. If I get Path here, I'm gonna be really mad. Wow. Pissed. Yes. Get an island. Alright. Well, Arya coming down next turn. Probably, hopefully we can find a something to do. Rule of law, that's fine. I think our Arya can actually just outpace that. Could just hardcast this Arclight Phoenix. Norn would be very good if they had something to like blink that like gave them ability to blink it. Champion's fine. I don't know why they're floating red and white. Can't cast more than one spell each turn. So they just tapped out for nothing. I need to draw some cantrips here. I hate that you can never deal with Norin. Like, it's unkillable. Johnny's Pride Mate. Sure. Tilt. Because we should have hardcasted this merchant right there. That was dumb of us. I thought we could have activated the ability, but we could the next turn. It's like watching turtles race. Definitely not a great showing from our side. Another Arya. I don't think I'm in the business of casting that. Just going to play this land because it gives us 2 activations of Merchant. If we really need it. I don't think we're in the business of casting this other Arya at all. Worst case scenario, we gust this Norin. Norin. Ugh. MTD Danger. Yeah, Snoop is sweet. Snoop is awesome. Snoop has been. It's such a cool card that they gave, and it's what a lot of people have been talking about. They have to make a card that is good in some of these tribal decks that gives them like a reason to be played, but isn't good in other decks. Like, you can't give Merfolk a True Name Nemesis because all the control players are just gonna play it. You can't give, uh, you know, certain strategies these other things. Like elves. You can't give elves a great card that is also great in, a another type of deck. Like you have to take these cards and say what is best for this one archetype and not any others. And I think they did a very good job of that with Snoop. So uh, that is something that I felt like they did a great job with. All right, take your two. Cast Serum Visions. Any hit wins the game. Any instant. That's fine. Uh, I have no clue. MTG Danger. I have zero clue at all. But it is a deck. So basically, all we've seen so far is that they play Genesis Chamber, Purphoros, and some kind of and like a bunch of the Soul Sisters type cards, and Norin and some other humans. So it's a spicy meatball that they got going on over there, but I'm not sure what's actually going on. So I think this is just the configuration we want. Arya seems pretty good against their rule of laws. Uh, who built this sideboard? It was me, guys, but it is not very good for what I wanted it to do. Yeah, I think we're just gonna run this back. But yeah, MTG Danger, I have absolutely no idea what we're playing against. I don't know if it's a combo, if it's just a grindy deck, or what they really have planned. Yeah, we'll keep this. This is a good hand. All I know is last game we really, really struggled, and they got there because Genesis Chamber and Purphoros. I hate this card. It is so annoying. Bottom that. We'll top the opt. Like it's like all it does is blink itself. And waste time. Suture Priest, okay. So like if we could find a free spell here, that'd be great. But I think next turn is just I think we're just in on the thing in the ice plan. So yeah, let's fetch shock. Let's hope they don't have a rule of law. First off. Just jam a thing in the ice. Yeah, all the trigger. Yeah, thing does seem good here, because they do want to have a good board presence and like the Genesis Chamber stuff. Like it is like really we just kind of have to avoid Purphoros. Purphoros is the card that really gets us. But we have a really good turn coming up here, where hopefully we can draw into an Arc-like Phoenix. But even if not, our turn seems pretty good. A Johnny's Pride Mate. Yeah. So, debating on do I want to let the. I don't think I care because I think I can cast enough spells that it doesn't matter for the Pride Mate to be big. This champion. Yeah. So, thing seems really good here. We just kind of have to fade that they don't have a path. But yeah, like any other free spell here, like Morphos or Gut Shot, we really, really get far ahead here. So let's start off with an opt. Let's bottom that. Sweet. Yes, that was the nut draw right there. Uh, so let's go blue red. Play Metamorphose. Make blue red. Whew. Whew. No, we do not play Lava Darts MTG Danger. Ooh. Uh, let's draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. I think I know which 2 I'm discarding. So we've cast Opt, Metamorphose, Izzet Charm this turn. Let's Gut Shot our opponent for 2. Or for pay 2 life to do it. Flip the thing. Put their cards back in their hand. Move to combat. Attack for a good old 13 damage. Oh. Thank you, Shelby J. Appreciate it. Now their Norn comes back. Doesn't really do anything. They're going to have to reset up their board. So probably the best thing they're doing here is playing Suture Priest. Yeah. I'll Gutshot this Suture Priest in response to anything that they play. It's probably going to be the Pride Mate. Like, they're dead here. They don't know it yet, but they're dead. Yeah, Danger, this one's over. Uh, unless they play something that I don't know about, because we know we put back 2 other cards in their hand, so they have 2 unknowns. They're in a path here. Okay, that is fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and get our mountain. So they don't have another thing to play with the red. So now Norin comes down. We can Izzet Charm. So they did actually just fade barely lethal. So let's deal 2 damage to this. Gets rid of the Norin. And then let's opt and see if we can find a bolt. Not Manamorphose right now. Gut shot does it. Got there. Free spells. People say, why do you play free spells? That's why, because free spells are broken. Sweet. All right. That was a weird game. Don't know what the heck we played against for sure, but you know, definitely still showed though, how powerful Thing in the Ice Arclight Phoenix is, and a little bit of the power of Izzet Charm. There, Danger. I'm not sure how it stacks up necessarily. I definitely don't know if this list is built correctly, especially sideboard wise. Like, I wonder if we should be having like some number of echoing truth or some other things. I do think I'm correct on wanting four gut shots and four is it charms. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't tested it enough. This is the first time I've played Arclight Phoenix since the Faithless Looting ban. But I mean, this deck is still powerful and playable. So I do think that it is probably worthwhile to just try and play it. I kind of want to keep this hand. It's very good. Like, obviously, we need to draw into some things, but it's very, very good. Has everything we want other than a threat. I mean, this deck is obviously weaker than previous things that we could that have been done, but or the previous deck that it was. But I definitely think that the deck is still very, very powerful. We just have to find the right build of it. And I also think it's more meta dependent, kind of similar to Dredge now, where because I don't think it plays very good against Graveyard Hate as much because uh you're not as fast, so you can't get under Graveyard Hate as much. But I mean, as we've seen from cards like things like Dredge and such, like bottom this, we'll top this Bolt, even though I don't know what opponent's on, but Bolt is a spell that I can cast off my Thing in the Ice. So I can flip my Thing in the Ice on 3 if they don't kill it. But yeah, I definitely think that people need to. Okay, so this is the Goblins deck. All right. Glad I kept that Bolt. Let's shock this in. Thing in the Ice, very good against this. And I mean, there are a lot of. I mean, this deck. Yeah, hold up. This is this is the Snoop combo deck for sure. But I def think that this deck preys on certain metagames, and it's probably become something a lot more like Dredge or maybe even like Ad Naus, where like the deck is still good, it's still very playable, and there still should be like a little cult of people who play this deck. Pashalek Mons, sure, that one's fine. All right, so let's opt here. So if we just go Manamorphose Bolt Bolt, it's 13 damage. I think I'm interested in just kind of bolting them out of this game. That's fine by me. I think we're just going to chill here, kind of see what they play. I mean, yeah, having triple bolt on the matchup feels really good. That's for sure. Vile, okay. Vile's fine. So I was kind of afraid that we were gonna No reveal on the goblin there. Okay. So I think we're just going to fetch Island here. And try and flip our thing in the ice. They have it. I know. I thought they might have it. Yeah, munitions expert. Okay. Yep, that was the only way I got punished for this line was if they had a munitions expert. That's fine. We still have a good hand in this matchup. Red, red. I punted there. I should have gut shotted one of these. I'm an idiot. Let's just bolt Pashalute Mons real quick and then move on. Yeah, I punted that, guys. I apologize. Their hand seems pretty crappy, though, so. Let's opt here. Finale. Finale seems good. To help us dig. I can roll with a finale. I might want to just bottom this, but that's a lot of spells. Totally fine with 3/3 beats. Now we're just on don't get comboed. Sling Gang is a good one. I'm gonna go ahead and gut shot that before. If he wants to go ahead and sack the rest of these, I'm totally fine with it, but yeah. Phoenix. We don't have any cards that can discard Phoenix. We could die here to Snoop if we tap out. So there we go. Yeah, Sinkhole is a pretty good card in this deck overall, but it's just a lot of times it doesn't matter. It's really good if Jund is like Goyf decks are really good. Uh, People used to play a couple sinkholes on the board, but you also have Lightning Axe, which like Lightning Axe just is a better sinkhole in this kind of deck. But no, Sinkhole is definitely a card that is very very good in decks like this. I'd love to draw a land. Yes, that is fine. Yeah. It might just be time to pitch the finale. I don't know. So we could do Serum Visions into Izzet Charm next turn. But we just have to put the shields down for a turn, so if they have combo. I really don't know. Like, I think I have to find more Phoenixes to win this game. Let's risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Alright, so if they have exactly combo in their hand, they get us. But other than that, I think we're going to be okay. Because we're going to get this great finale. Leaving back Arclight Phoenix to block too. Just because we're going to lose this race where we're at. Alright, so let's finale. One target instant is going to be Izzet Charm. Other one's going to be Serum Visions. So let's cast Alright. So we're going to put... So we want to... That one on top, this one on bottom. Discard those two. Serum Visions again. There's our thing in the ice. Yeah. Not looking great in this game. But if we can... So, like, we'll take 2 here if they decide to attack, and they don't. Alright, so let's hang out here. We're just chilling. Have Izzet Charm to answer a Snoop. But if not, we might use it next turn to try and get some counters off this thing in the ice. There's Snoop. They have the expert that can answer our stuff. Alright, so let's blue, red. Danger, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Always good to have people come by and hang out. Also appreciate the follow. Alright, so they are going to kill our thing in the ice. Okay. Take 2 here. We will go to 3. They have a matron on the top of their deck, so this is pretty bad for us. Alright, let's see if we can chain together some spells here. It's about the only way we win. I'm sure they can matron for something that kills us, but we'll ride it out and hope maybe they don't have like another sling gang or something. Yeah, matron's good. Yeah, we punted this game away there with the thing in the ice, not casting. Yeah, there's Sling Gang. Yeah, they'll kill us here. Cool. This is fun. So Abrade's definitely good here. Gust is good here. That's about it. Uh, I don't think I care much for Lightning Axe or for Finale. Actually, I might want Finale. Let's just trim a Merchant. Yeah. All right. So we have Phoenix here. We have some cantrips and such, and interaction. I think we can keep this. I'm going to start off on Island Serum Visions. Then see where we want to go from there. Manamorphose Thought Scour. So I think I can actually deal without the Thought Scour, but I do want the Morphos. Because we want to cast this thing in the ice next turn, so Relic of Progenitus, okay. You got it. So we can get around this relic pretty easily. But also we're just going to Thing in the Ice. Like I feel like this matchup is strongly in our favor, but we punted there in game one and it cost us. And then they just happened to draw pretty. We didn't draw great, and they drew decent enough to kill us because they actually had stuff on board. So I hate people who just like do what they're supposed to do with Relic, but I hate the design of this card because it just oh well, get your one card that's left in your deck or your thanks. They have Aether Vial on top. Alright, so we can go Morphos, Morphos. I'm interested in trying to Manamorphose into something that can pitch our Phoenix while their Relic is tapped. Let's make blue red. Let's get in for 7 here. I mean, time walking them with the Snoop is probably just good enough. We know their top draw is Vile, so they're going to have a land. So they go ahead and crack that. Just fine with us. Then they probably are just going to play Snoop here. Snoop Doggy Dog. Snoop Moggy Mog, actually. La di da di da. It's the conspicuous Snoop Mog. Yeah. They just concede to the fact that they had Thoughtseize on top, I guess. Sure. I like where our deck's at here. We might want to go ahead and ditch this Finale for something like another Merchant, since they do seem to be kind of big on the Merchant is something that we can use to pitch our Arclight Phoenixes early, but Finale is normally a late game card, and if they have their graveyard hate, Finale is just completely dead. Whereas like Merchant of the Veil is actually a castable creature that can help us. So don't think I'm in the business of keeping this one lander here because it's a pain land. We have some cantrips and such, but we really need to find that second land. I think we want a mulligan. If we had a way to discard like this one, I'm more into because we have the same stuff. But you love the design on the adventure cards. Yeah, adventure cards have been one of the coolest things I think came out of that set. So we are going to keep this. We want Izzet Charm so that we can pitch our Phoenix. Like we need. So we're going to keep Serum Visions here and probably ditch Opt. Serum Visions we're going to play on our turn 1 looking for our second land. Tap land there's good. So we found our second land already, so now we're looking for more Arclight Phoenixes. Don't really think I want another Metamorphose or this island. Because we do cantrip so much, I think we'll be fine if we don't draw the island. As of right now, we're discarding one of these gut shots with the Phoenix. But we do have some draws before that matters. Thoughtseize. Probably going to take our Izzet Charm. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's see if we can't look into it here off the Morphos. That works. Doesn't mill over any Phoenixes. Alright. Get in for 3. We have some gut shots at the ready. Drawing a lot of lands here. But yeah, adventure cards are sweet. Just everything, sure. I'm not going to take 2 to deal 1 to them. Or take 4 to deal 2 to them and not let this result do anything. This is fine. That's unfortunate. So I think we're in the business of actually just casting this guy. Kind of sucks. That is the good side of Merchant of the Veil and all adventure cards. Like a lot of times, like you play them for their spell to being decent, but having the body there just as an extra little bit is very nice. Because like right here, if this was just a card that had this on it, or even if it was like the one of the 2 mana discards, like discard some cards, draw more cards, spells. Can I go ahead and pop the relic? Yeah. Seems fine. And opponent concedes there. I guess they're missing on lands, but we'll take it. We're 2-0. Yeah, I figure they're missing on lands. They know we have a gut shot that answers some of their creatures and can break up their combo. And back to what I was saying earlier, when there are X1s in the format and decks that really enjoy to play to the board without a whole lot of interaction and stuff like that, and not a whole lot of graveyard hate, I think Izzet Phoenix is actually really well positioned to do well. And I mean, is it going to be a deck that you just like it was, where you just take it no matter what? Probably not. But I hate this. But we have turn two bring back a Phoenix, so I think I have to keep, even though we don't have any blue lands. This is loose and risky, but I don't think I can reasonably say no. I don't want to bring back a Phoenix on turn two. Possibly more. Yeah, yeah, it's risky, but at the same time, there's a lot of matchups where this hand's good and doing what we want to do. Okay. So, Manamorphose. Make blue and red. Is it Charm? Draw two. Discard two. Gutshot you. And like we are well set up now to do a lot of things. If this mills over some Phoenixes, opponents on Dredge. Yeah. And now we're just in a race to see who can deal the most damage the quickest. So we really want to flip over. I think this is just what we want to do here. Gutshot this. Get in for 3. Yeah, no, this is Dredge. Anytime I see Copper Lion Gorge, I immediately think Dredge. But thinking the ice is good against Amalgam here. They're gonna loam, which is good for us. Probably just play a land, get back Bloodghast. That's fine. Yeah, this is not too scary. I will block. If they had something that killed this, they would have been able to kill it anyways, because it'd be Lightning Axe. So, alright, let's opt. Very unfortunate series of events that we don't have our second blue source, but I do think we're going to be okay. So they dredged the loam. Just going to go to combat here. We'll take 5. Blue land. Manamorphose will work. So we're going to make blue blue here. Sweet, that's just game. And bolt. Alright, got there against Dredge. Now we get to our sideboard cards. Getting game 1 against Dredge is really nice. Getting to get to Surgical is really good. I don't think I want Aria. Gust is kind of nice. Force is kind of nice. Moon is kind of nice. So I think here is where we trim on a couple gut shot. Probably. Hey, you too, Danger. Take care. It was good hanging out. I appreciate you hanging out in the stream and appreciate the follow. Yeah, definitely come back and hang out. We're here all the time. You can follow me on Twitter. Same at. Oh, my at's the same as right up here. Search Easy to Great. I'll always let you know when we're going live. So yeah, you have a good night. Appreciate it. Uh, Probably gonna trim finale because we're not gonna have time getting a grindy game as much. Uh, Trim a merchant. What are they even bringing in against us though? Like Leyline of the Voids, maybe. I don't really like Lightning Axe. So let's keep the merchant. Probably cut. Probably cut a bolt. Bolt does the least. Like we're not killing their guys very often. Moon's in here to cut off. For those that are wondering, it's here to cut off the loam shenanigans. Stopping them from being able to loam back cycle lands and other thing really hurts their game plan. This is tempting. Just try it. That was a great draw. Okay. So next turn we can Izzet Charm, pitch a land and an Arclight Phoenix, unless we draw another Phoenix off the top. So I can Surgical their Dredger, or I can Surgical their Amalgam. I think I'm most scared of the Amalgam. Let's see if they can bring it back, because this is also one of our free spells we can cast. And I think we're going for a turn 3 anyway, so let's see. So they did bring in Leyline of the Void. Oh, they don't have second land. Okay. So now I'm actually just going to hold up Izzet Charm to counter if they do, because they need to take a natural draw here, I believe. They can't. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's go Steam Vents. Yes. Opt. Don't care about Gut Shot. Morphos. Izzet Charm. Get him for 6. Opponent still not finding that second land. Let's Serum Visions here. So I think this is more of like a fail-safe thing in the ice. I don't plan on flipping it. Plan on just beating down for lethal here over the next 2 turns. Another Shriekhorn. Gonna mill themselves. Gonna chill us. This cuts off a lot of the other lines that they might have to get out of this. Again, obviously, it's still, they're looking to draw. Narcomoeba here. And chill. So they're just on the hope opponent whiffs plan. Go to 2. Their hand is Quad Stinkweed Imp, Oxloam, Leyline, Bloodghast. What? I didn't hit the amalgams in the yard? What? I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. I clicked them, did I not? Uh, I cannot believe I just punted this game away. So now we have to draw 2, discard 2, and hope we hit. Sweet. Not sweet. So now we have to block and hope they don't mill over their last Creeping Chill. It feels super bad. Yeah, I'm so mad that that happened. Yeah, that should not even been that close. I'm very mad. I totally thought I clicked the prize amalgams in their yard. But either way, we're 3-0. Izzet Phoenix carrying me through my punts. It's that good. But that's been Weird Deck, Goblins, and Dredge so far. So I mean, we've seen a good chunk of what the meta is right now. In before Eldrazi Tron with Chalice on 1, something like that that just absolutely kills us. Huh, huh, huh. And the long queue begins. Izzet Phoenix looks pretty good though so far. I mean, like this has felt really good. We've been able to bring back our Phoenixes pretty consistently. We've had turn two and turn threes pretty consistently. I mean, I think that's just what it is. Like you just have to accept that you have to play like a bad card for lack of a better. Yeah, I mean for that's just what it is. And Izzet Charm to make the strategy good. But Izzet Charm has a lot of utility. I mean, being a removal spell, we've seen it used today already as a removal spell. I haven't countered anything with it yet, but and it's also come down and been able to help pitch Phoenixes. Sometimes, I mean, we've pitched two Phoenixes once already today, so pretty proud about that. Uh, Personal tech right there. Come on, there we go. Thank you. All right, we are on the draw here. See, it's not awful. It's not great. We have way too many lands, but it's not awful. We have an opt. We have our threat. We don't have a way to pitch it yet, but obviously, like if we whiff on the opt, then it's pretty bad. But if we don't, I guess that's fine. On the draw, on the play, I probably wouldn't keep this because I don't feel like we're doing enough early on. But with that one extra card, I think we're okay. Never mind, I lied. We're not okay. Water Grave tapped. Interesting. Astrolin. Is this some blue-black Wurza? No more lands, please. Oh my god, really? Not again. Don't really know. I don't really think I want that. Alright. Bolt just doesn't seem great. I know Bolt's a good card, but like I'm pretty much in the blind. But I don't think Bolt's very good in any matchup where they're playing Arkham's Astrolabe. Is it Charm? Okay, Serum Visions. Bring back a Phoenix here. Hard casting one next turn. Got a feeling that this is probably a Reclamation deck, but I'm actually going to sacrifice this and draw a card. Yeah. Just because they're leaving up mana here makes me feel like if I play, I could very well see them go like counter this one, bounce this one with a cryptic. Trying to buy some time. Sure. I'd love for them to give me a target with this lightning axe. Play an Uro here. Jace is good. Jace is also dead. Okay, Jace is still dead here. If we can find any other spell. Alright, so let's go ahead and clear the Jace. Thing in the Ice is like the ultimate backup plan here. Dead of Winter for 3, okay. Oh, 4, okay, that's fine. Gonna need a cantrip here. So let's play Thing in the Ice. Tilt. Feels bad. Should have played around that. But this is fine. We'll catch the Merchant of the Veil. We have 2 spells. Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. Interesting. Is this an inverter deck? That would be hot. I'd be down for some Sultai inverter shenanigans. Might be our next. That might be our next Tuesday Brews Day right there. Sultai inverter. Snow inverter. Mystic Sanctuary getting Dead of Winter. Okay. Okay. They milled me for 2 and milled an Arclight Phoenix. So now I have 3 Arclight Phoenixes. That cannot be correct. Cantrip. Dang it. They are killing me here. So let's fetch here. We can get the other steam vents. Should have discarded the Spire Bluff Canal, but I don't really plan on playing any more lands this turn. And I absolutely have to. God. Never, ever. So I can Lightning Axe my own Merchant of the Veil and bring back 3 Phoenixes. I don't even know. I think that's the line. And I'll leak this, that's fine. I think we're just gonna attack here. Because the Jace, I'm not that scared of. Because what I think they're gonna do is get a Mystic Sanctuary here. Oh, I thought they might get Mystic Sanctuary there and get another Dead of Winter. They mill themselves Tameo. Uro doesn't save them here. Sweet. Got there. Phoenix looking real good there. Arya, I don't like in the cryptic matchups. Surgical, they seem to be milling themselves, but I'm not really sure what for. I think we just want Mystical Dispute and Force Negation. And then Blood Moon is iffy. I don't think I want it, but I might. I do think I want to bring in a couple. I think I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Arias because they aren't on Little Teferi, so it's just Cryptic that's bouncing it. And we kind of have a little bit of protection for that. I'm going to trim a Phoenix. Trim an Izzet Charm. And a Merchant. Probably trim Gut Shots. It's Lightning Axe. Lightning Axe is the cut. We'll keep Izzet Charm. Thing doesn't seem great in this matchup, so I think I might trim one. You're saying cut Finale? I don't think I want to cut Finale. Finale's very good with the Arya and the Arclight plan, even if they are hitting us with Graveyard Hate. Like, we don't know what they're bringing in, but, like, if we ever resolve Finale with Arya, it's pretty good. I don't know. It's pretty bad if in the face of Graveyard Hate, though. But this could be kind of one of those grindier matchups where Finale is good. So I think I think I'm interested in keeping one. I think I just want to cut this other gut shot. Honestly. How's it going, Papa Dick? I can get down with this on the draw, especially. We got a way to pitch Phoenix. We have a thing in the ice. We have Serum Visions to help us find our lands. That's probably my favorite thing about this deck from all the years, all the times playing it and everything. Let's top. I'm down with both of those. So I think we just want to Serum Visions again here. Bottom. Put on top. So we're just kind of setting up our draws here. Just getting ready for bed. I feel that I'm not far behind you. Just jam Thing in the Ice into this and see what they do. That's fine. Manamorphose there is good, but I wanted to find something like Force Negation, and also I don't think I need the Morphos. Okay, so they have Mystic Sanctuary. Gonna get back their mana leak. So I think we might just hardcast this Phoenix here in the following turns, or now, even better. Like if they counter it, it's good for us because we get it in the yard. But if we get to start getting down with it, yeah, counter draw, that's fine. So next turn we'll get to like double Thought Scour Opt, or double Thought Scour Izzet Charm. Probably lead on Izzet Charm. Even we might not. We might leave Izzet Charm for the very last one. Finale is good. So let's start off with Thought Scour ourselves. Izzet Charm. Mill double Morphos. Okay. Always yield. We'll attack. Cool. Alright, we're on the board. We're doing stuffs. I really wouldn't mind an Aria right now. They're going to draw 2. Aria seems like we could do a lot of damage with it. As long as we could stick it. Yeah, all our birds are on the bottom half. That's for sure. But you know, we got a lot. We got some ways to ditch them with this Izzet Charm, and we're gonna keep looking. Uro is fine. I figured they were an Uro deck, but I was not sure. All my work has been undone. I don't think I want to cast this thing in the ice yet. Okay. Let's... Let's bottom the Islet. Top the Thought Scour. Izzet Charm. Draw 2, discard 2. So next turn, I think we're going to Finale, possibly. I really want to find another Arclight or an Aria. That would be great. Next turn, I think we're gonna Thought Scour and then, or no, we have to. I think it has a sorcery. It's Haggle. See if they'll counter this. Let's go ahead and fetch for our mountain here. Just lightning bolt them. Dispute is not very good now. Attack with both. I am okay with that. Yeah, we get in for 3. Yeah, this is fine because ours come back, so it doesn't matter nearly as much about Quaddle, especially with this finale. Like, I would love to. Oh, got him. Got him, you thought. If we can bait a counterspell out of them for this, is so worth it. But also just the beats. Yeah. We'll definitely counter their draw 2 on my end step when I actually have the chance because they have a billion mana. Uro. Green, green, blue, blue. Uro. Any cantrip would be great here to kind of get us rolling. Dispute is not a cantrip. So let's... So we can do this for one and do Bolt plus Serum Visions. That seems good. And then they still have to answer the Arclight Phoenixes. And we have the Dispute to counter. Oh, double force? Sure. That is fine by me. Cannot do much about it. Should have left this back to block, but it's fine. Opponent has a lot of lands. This Uro's probably going to be able to get there if we don't draw pretty hot off the top. Which is not what we're doing. So now we can block with the merchant, and we're priced into having a, go cantrip into spell. It is nice to know that our opponent does not seem that they've brought in very much graveyard hate, if any, versus us. Okay, Aether Gust is fine. Let's put that on the bottom, because we don't want it on top for sure. So now we're priced into having to block this thing. Nice. So we'll block here. I have a lot of lands. Any counterspell does it for them. Dead of Winter? Sure. Why would they do that? Why on earth would they do that? That's so bad. Just gonna go to 13 so that I can't actually kill you. If I don't, I mean, I can still win the game here. Like if we go cantrip, like into thought scour, mill over our other two phoenixes, like, but even just bringing back two phoenix, like even this, play phoenix. Like this is just fine here. Because we can recur our threats. I don't know what else opponent has in their deck. Cantrip. That one's frustrating. So we needed one more turn. One more turn we could have got there. We would have drawn two. Discarded that. And that. Okay, so I think I want surgical just for Uro. Because it feels like it's the only way we lose in the long game. Probably trim down on Arya. And probably Finale, because by that time they're just countering this. Finale. We need to get on the board quick. I'll keep. Arya's very good here. Lands are not what we want, though. Gonna get super punished if they have Abrupt Decays and Assassin's Trophies, but we played two very long games and they haven't had them yet. I think it's fair to just try this here. Mana Leak, Aether Gust. Let's put it on top. Because next turn we can protect it. Uro. Alright. Totally tapped out. Have just enough stuff to have double force pitch, but if they have that, I'm totally fine with it. I just realized we haven't had our chat open this entire time. Alright, so let's go here. Fetch Island. Let's play Aria. It's not made this up the time. Alright, so they have Ashiok, Quaddle, Jace, and Watery Grave. Other than that, WinCon wise, they just have a bunch of bullshit, really. They have one Cryptic. So yeah, none of this really does anything against what we're doing. They have two Aether Gusts that can bounce us back. But other than that, this feels pretty good. Now we just want to draw some cantrips. Sweet. Okay. So let's Morphos. Blue, red. Morphos. Blue, red. Serum Visions. Bottom, top. This is GG's. Bolchu. Opt. Got him. Aria Flame, too good. Talk about rising from the ashes. We are 4-0 right now with some Izzet Phoenix and Modern without Faithless Looting. Watch out, boys and girls. This could be a thing. This could be a deck. Especially right now. Not a lot of people are prepared for it. Get your Phoenixes now. Get them now. Alright, let's see if we can get that sexy 5-0. Be a great way to end a awesome stream. Sand doesn't have a whole. It has a lot of interaction, but it doesn't really have a whole lot of. I think I'm gonna bitch this one. It's. I mean, it's a decent hand, but like if these cards don't really do anything, we aren't really doing anything. So, yeah, this hand's much better. Probably gonna pitch the Islet. We have tons of stuff to help us find our more lands, or that we will accidentally draw into more lands, I'm sure. All right, here we go. See if we can live the 5-0 dream. Stomping Ground tapped. Alright, that's a good one. Kind of freaked me out there. That was a weird little glitch. That's Serum Visions. Bottom. We need a way to get that Phoenix in the graveyard. Arid Mesa. Let's just burn. Dredge again. Another Dredgy Dredge. Yep. Dredge for a second time. Right, not a great. Oh, this is the new Dredge with the life gain card. All right. So let's just opt here. Put that one on top, and then let's opt one more time. Bottom that one. And a Lightning Axe. Okay. So we got it set up here. Hopefully we can find another Phoenix real quick, but got it set up here for a turn 3. Opponent could definitely Ox us this turn, which is unfortunate, but don't think there's much we can do about it. We could... Or start our turn off by Manamorphosing. I think we're going to fetch for an island and Manamorphose off of it. So yeah, I figure they will Ox here though, because most of what they have in the graveyard is trash. So if they have any good stuff in hand, wow, they don't go for it. They're just gonna loam. Okay, so this is going to keep our life total a little bit higher, so I think I'm more interested in just playing the mountain. Let's see what we can get here. So let's go blue, red, island. Okay, Izzet Charm. Let's discard this, and then lightning bolt our opponent. Bring back Arclight Phoenix. Yeah, cycle Forgotten Cave. Dredge Loam. Sure. And attack. Alright, opponent's at 10. We have the stuff to go for this again next turn, if we can draw any actual spells off of these. We also have a Lightning Axe for any potential blockers or threats, so like if they Ox us here. Which looks like what they're going for. Okay. I did hit a chill, which is going to bring back 2 of these Silver Smoke Ghouls. Okay, so let's start it off. Morphos. Blue, red. Thing in the ice. Land. Morphos. Blue, red. Izzet Charm. Phoenix comes back. Attack with both. That puts you down to 7. So then flipping the thing is lethal. We're only taking 8 here, so we just have to avoid double creeping chill off the top. In which case we would have to block the Ox. That was a pretty good turn there. Only real dredger they have in their yard right now, though. They do have Conflagrate for 4. But that doesn't do it. This looks like a loam. Yeah, loaming back lands. Play a land. Go to 5. Conflagrate us for 5. Attack. For 8. We're still at 1. Conflagrate can kill both of our Phoenixes or our one thing in the ice. But it can't kill anything more than that. I think we got this one. I'm going to go with the play to win line. I guess, really. Yeah, because we know they have the Conflagrate, so if we block here, they just kill our Phoenixes and force us to return them. Which we probably could, but it's not worth the risk. I think we just force them to have... It's like Cathartic Reunion. If it's Conflagrate, I think we're okay. Actually, no, I'm wrong. They should have Conflagrated us. They could have wiped our board. No double creeping chill. That's only one creeping chill. Oh, they hit another one? Damn it. I didn't know they had another Ox in the yard, but yeah, they got us there. They got us there. Yep, that was good. That was a close one. Definitely want surgicals here. Probably want Aether Gust. And then there's also Blood Moon. I don't think we want Finale. I don't think we want Gut Shot. think this is all I really want here. I don't think I'm going to go on the Blood Moon plan. Yeah, this hand does what we wanted to do. We just need to find our second land. Once we find our second land, we are good to go. Opponent mulls the 6 here. Let's get Steam Vents. Yes. Serum Visions. Bottom. Bottom. Sucks the bottom knows what we have to. We have to find lands. Land. Okay. Sweet. Let's get an island. Just play Thing in the Ice. Have a lightning axe, sure. Alright, next turn, if they get any creatures into the yard. Forgotten Cave, alright. So let's... Another lightning axe. Pitching an ox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They don't have enough for the ox yet, but they can dredge stinkweed out. Sure. They've been pretty lucky with all of their stuff going on here, and then they're going to ox. That's unfortunate. Lots of good hits there, too. Yeah, all 4 prized amalgams. Seems good. Okay, so here we pretty much have to find the Thing in the Ice. Perfect timing. Uh, lightning bolt ox. So it's what? 12, 15 damage. We block here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We just have to let them ox us again. Yeah, they're just gonna go for the ox again. Which they haven't even hit any creeping chills, so I think we have to surgical those. Oh, I didn't. I misclicked again and forgot the one in their graveyard. God, I'm so bad at surgicaling. Don't think we were gonna get there on this one anyway, though. Sad. Yep. Well, still 4-1. 4-1. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go back here. Can we? Won't let us look. Okay. But yeah, 4-1 with Izzet Phoenix. That's not bad. 4-1 with Izzet Phoenix is not bad at all. Uh, Definitely for a deck that everybody assumes to be dead and is seeing like almost no play. Izzet Phoenix looking pretty good. So let's get out of there. All right. So overall, I thought the deck felt really good. I can personally say I totally botched the sideboard. I went off of what the player who 5-0'd had done, but I don't. Well, at least a little bit, but I definitely think there needs to be some echoing truths in here to bounce hate. I think Force Negation is not very good in this archetype, and I definitely think Anger of the Gods should be in here. I like Blood Moon. I like Arya. A Braid is solid. Uh, Dispute felt okay, but I almost would rather just have like Dispel. I feel like just 1 mana counterspell for instants and sorceries. Uh, I guess Dispel's only instance, isn't it? So maybe not. But Force Negation, I never really felt good about. I never like really wanted to draw it. Never really felt like I needed it. Dispute was a little bit iffy too. I like Gust, but like the Gust is in here only for the Titan matchup, pretty much, and other stuff because like we're already a Blood Moon deck, so Blood Moon shouldn't affect us too much. We are already good against aggressive decks because we have all of this nonsense going on. Like we have, you know, 4 removal spells for small things, but we have pretty much what 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 removal spells for anything in the aggressive decks. So I definitely was not a huge fan of Gust either. So I could definitely see us cutting these 3 cards right here from the list and trying some new things like a couple Anger of the Gods, a I think a couple echoing truth, as well as probably some other form of graveyard hate than just these two surgicals. Maybe third surgical, maybe it's probably just third surgical, and then one other random card that we find in here that we feel like we want. Probably something to hedge on the Titan matchups because I don't feel like we have a great matchup so already in there. I think we're kind of just leaning on the power of Moon, so maybe an Ashiok. Maybe that's it. Maybe we play two Ashioks here, and but I kind of don't like that because it's not a spell for Arclight Phoenix, but and it is kind of slow. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about those, but I think two Echoing Truths, two Anger of the Gods need to be put in the deck. We ran into Dredge twice where Anger would have been great. We ran into really multiple board states where I would have liked to have Anger in the deck. I definitely don't know how to sideboard with this deck at all yet because the list is very tight, and same as it was before. The list is very tight, and it's even tighter now because of what you have to use to discard Phoenix. You don't have four cards that kind of carry in Faithless Looting that just kind of carry the weight of it. It was like because usually you played like a couple Lightning Axes, maybe two Izzet Charms, and four. And a lot of times it wasn't even two; it was like one, maybe even zero. And then you just played your four playsets of Faithless Looting and could always discard your Phoenix because looting was just that good. So now that we have to dedicate a little bit more to being able to actually pitch Arclight Phoenix, it makes it a little bit different, but I definitely I like the list. It felt really good. When we do our thing, I think we're up there. We're just a little bit less consistent than before. I'm not a huge fan of Finale of Promise, honestly, but I've seen the power of the card. I think it's much better. It was much better in the mono red deck, in my opinion, because you could use it to just go Finale for one, Lightning Bolt into Lava Spike, bring back Phoenixes, and that was just so tough to beat. Where in this, like the only sorcery you even have in the list is Serum Visions, so you miss out on that. So I also think you could probably find a way to cut Finale and find something else that was a little bit better to put there. Maybe a main deck Aria, just as another way to win in the face of Graveyard Hate. We did see Dispute perform okay, so maybe we just need to keep Dispute in as a way to help force some things through. Maybe Dispute's good enough to keep and get those other cards in there, but we'll definitely happy with the list. Probably gonna tweak it a little bit because I actually had a good time playing this, and I think it has some wheels. Seems fun. We might play it on stream again. And if we do, I definitely will tweak the sideboard. But thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate all of you that were here for the entire stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love when we get to have people out for the stream and people active in chat. Uh, to those of you who are watching this on YouTube, thank you for checking out the channel. Go ahead, look at some of the other videos. We got all kinds of stuff posted up, all kinds of eternal content. You can find that YouTube channel. It is under search easy to great, just like it is above my head. So check that out. You can like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Love putting out content for you guys there, and have a lot of fun doing it. We're actually going to start up some new stuff coming Friday, so be stay tuned for that. If you want to stay tuned with what we're doing over here, you can follow me on Twitter. I post when I'm going live. I post whenever we are doing something fun on stream. I post some of the fun things I do on and off stream that involve Magic, and I talk about all kinds of different Magic news and other things like that. Uh, and definitely think you guys should check that out. It's a fun time. Enjoy seeing you there. Other than that, that sounds like it's it for tonight. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I will see you tomorrow. Or, sorry, I will not see you tomorrow. I'll see you Thursday back here on the stream for a little bit of living end action and some more spiciness that I'm excited to play for you guys. All right, I see you. Appreciate it. Stay cheesy.